Okay, so right, so we've done all the missions over here, and we've done that one, Stormy Seas. Now it's time to do the labyrinth.
Your mission: find ruins on southern Arcadia Island. Land. Weather is clear.
Oh, sorry, I skipped that. I'm sorry.
Fly southeast. You will soon come to a winding gorge. Fly in this gorge until you come to a large waterfall. Just beyond the falls is a maze of ravines filled with active geysers. Fly inside the ravines to avoid strong gusts. The ruins are hidden somewhere in the ravine. Locate them, land, and recover a piece of the lost map. After recovering the piece of the map, take off and fly south. Arrive at the coast and head east until you see the landing area. Land to complete your mission. To complete your mission, you must land at the ruins and recover a piece of the lost map.
So we have to land at the ruins. Just give me a sec, guys. It's a little bit better. Sorry, the brightness on my screen was really too high. Drunk flying is best flying. Okay, so as usual, we'll try and get through as many rings as we can. Alright, so yeah, they don't really give you a clear indication of where the where to land. I mean, you can kind of guess on the map where it is, so you know, there's always that. And this game has strange frame rates in places. Mind you, all older titles are kind of like this, so only 30 frames a second here, guys. That's all the PS2 is capable of, you know. So for anyone who's actually wondering, this is actually a PS2. I'm actually recording with a DVD recorder. So I do have the capability of recording it on the computer, but I know there's always seems to be really bad like audio lag for some strange reason, and that's not on the speech. I mean, that's on the actual game. Like the audio from the actual visual to the sound goes out of sync, and I have no idea why it does that. It doesn't do it when I record an MP4, but for some strange reason, when I record an MP4, the footage is very, very pixely, like really pixely. So I'm still finding the DVR for older games like this is the best method, to be honest with you. Sure, I suppose I could run an emulator on a computer, but I'd just rather use the game as it was intended. There's some games I would emulate. For instance, I have a Sony PlayStation emulator on the computer, but that's only because I can actually run the discs in the computer, and some of my discs are actually English ones, so you know, it's just easier that way for me. Because I have quite a few classic games that I still want to be able to play, and you know, my English PlayStation broke. I do actually have, I mean, obviously the PS2 is capable of playing original PlayStation games, so you know. Forget the geyser ring. Or prism spring. Does that say prism? So yeah, I'm I had quite a few fuck-ups in the forest. The next hardest mission is the actually the last one. The last mission is almost like an endurance round, if that makes any sense. It's kind of like, let's see how much you've learnt kind of thing. I kind of like it. It's interesting, you know. Fly through this ring and try not to get hit by any of the geysers, because you do actually take damage from hot water. I very nearly wasn't doing commentary for a minute, you know, because I was like, let's play the game, and I kind of forgot I'm actually recording. That's okay though. Oh shit! Yeah, I don't want to be doing that. Okay. So, try to remember the best route through here. Well, not so much the best one, but the fastest one. So I'm not doing very many interesting stunts, but the kind of more stunts you do, the more distracted you get. I mean, we'll try and do let's do a roll. Oh, as you can see, it doesn't really roll very fast. That's the problem with doing the rolls, is you really have to give yourself enough time to do it. If you haven't given yourself enough time, wow, you kind of fuck yourself, you know. And no one wants that. I mean, I certainly don't. And as much amusement as it would cause to you guys watching me like crash straight into a fucking cliff. Oh shit. Right. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll do the old tactic. We'll do and there we go. So I just saw a cliff directly in front of me. I was like, nope. Not buying that, I'm afraid. You've discovered the ruins, land ahead. Although my speed is going way down. I can barely see that ring, so we're just going to lower my speed. Oh, you bastards. Land at the ruins. And touchdown. There we go, we didn't take any damage, that's quite nice. Maybe a tiny bit, but it's so little it didn't even come on the readout, so to speak. Yeah. There's actually one final piece of the map, I think. And then we can go to the final area. The lost Tower of Maximus, apparently. Something else that's interesting about this game is, apparently, I mean, you can tell it's very Japanese. It is very, very Japanese. But in Japan, it's not called Sky Odyssey, it's called The Sky Odyssey, which I think kind of makes more sense, because I think the reason you're getting all these maps is so you can actually find the best route to get to the basically get to the Lost City, where I believe you have to land at Eden. I don't know if that's a play on basically, oh look, it's the Garden of Eden, like the, you know, well, everyone knows what the Garden of Eden is, right? Adam and Eve aren't still kicking around there though, you know. I think after this mission I might change the colour of my aircraft, because I'm starting to get a bit bored with the kind of British flag motif I've got on. I'm feeling more green for some strange reason. I think I'll go for a green airplane. Why is my speed so slow? I'm gonna stall if I keep going at that speed. Okay. Oh. Go down to. This island has some pretty fucking huge caves. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, come on. When have you ever seen like caves like this in real life? It makes it perfect for linear missions like this, you know. There wasn't much of a labyrinth though, was it? I gotta be honest. Never mind, eh? And by now, you know the score, falling rocks. Oh no, what am I gonna do? I guess I'll just have to, I don't know, fly over the fucking things. They try to freak you out with shit like this as well. Like, oh no, what are you gonna do? All it takes though is 1 second to fuck up in this. Like, do your wrong turn or a wrong manoeuvre, you're pretty much like, you got to think really quickly to get out of whatever situation you've put yourself in. If you can even get out of that situation. Like that, it dropped fucking rocks on you around the corner. They do that shit on purpose, you know? Turn around a corner, fly into a rock, and they do crap like this as well. Like, oh, what are you going to do? I guess I'll just have to fly around it like this. Oh look, there's a geyser there. What are you going to do? I'm going to fly over it. Yeah, get away from the cliff face, and we're going to try and get that ring if we can. I suck at flying! The game! Oh shit. I'm a bit worried now. I better slow down slightly, because I'm going a bit fast to take some of those corners. Okay, I think that's, I think we're out. Yeah, look at all those lovely windmills. We must be in Holland! The ground's flat enough. I don't remember Holland having, like... I don't remember Holland having caves like that, though. He's got some weed farms around here. Let's have a look. Any of you guys got any weed? Any weed farms? Doesn't look like it, does it? I think we're coming up to the landing zone, aren't we? Yeah, there it is. So... kill my engines. So I'm not going to need those to land, am I? Engines aren't that important. I'm going to slow right down. And... very gently. Nice, nice. I'm happy with that landing. And under time as well. I was looking at time, 10 minutes. I thought most of them are 7 minutes, but this is one of the long ones, so... There's something else they do in this game, is they give you different times for different aircraft as well. Oh, we got an A. That's always good. I like getting A's, you know. Now you see we're getting to that part I don't know what to get. Improve speed and yaw. Well, we'll get that just for the sake of argument. Then, oh no, can I go back? We're going to change the colour slightly, I think. So, yeah, we'll go green. I'm just feeling green for change, and make sure we get the... There we go. Okay, so now we've got a green aircraft. Okay, now on to the next mission, which is mid-air rendezvous. Oh, this one. Ugh. It's another one of my not very favourite ones. It's not as bad, it's just this vehicle's kind of slow.
Mission. Fly from Arcady Island to Corinth Island. You are low on fuel and will have to dock with an air tanker for mid-air refueling.
I love mid-air
refueling.
refueling.
Is clear, but you may encounter fog and strong winds. Take off and head south by southeast. The air tanker is flying west at an altitude of approximately 980 feet. The air tanker is expecting to rendezvous with you over a group of rocky islands between Arcady Island and Corinth Island. Follow the arrow on your radar to the rendezvous point. Beware of air pockets and winds over the ocean and fog surrounding the rendezvous point. High winds are causing rock slides in the island chain below. Here is how to refuel. Approach the air tanker from behind and close in at a safe speed. Once you are close, cut the throttle and fly under the air tanker. After the refueling plane extends the docking mechanism, fly directly into it and dock. If you are moving too fast, you will be unable to dock and will damage your aircraft. If you dock successfully, a boom will automatically connect with your aircraft and refueling will begin. When enough fuel has been added, the refueling will stop. The docking mechanism will then automatically retract, but your aircraft will still be attached to the air tanker via the boom. Your aircraft will separate from the boom and begin to drop. Open the throttle and point the nose down to increase speed and regain control. Even after refueling, your fuel supply will be limited. Follow the arrow on your radar and you will see a remote island. This is your landing area. Land your aircraft here to complete the mission.
Okay, so this mission can be a bit of a pain in the ass, because basically the objective marker tells you where the tanker is at the moment, right? Basically, the best way to catch up to it is just to fly straight. Ignore the fact that it's to the left, because it's actually travelling west, so you really need to just go straight forward. So, for this mission, because we're in a slower vehicle, the swordfish, sorry, basically we're gonna have to skip over the rings, because they're just not worth it in this mission. Because if you go through the rings, basically you end up running out of time, and the plane you just miss it, basically. Kind of sucks, but you know, it happens. And for some strange reason, the wind's blowing my aircraft. Oh, good rules. Okay. So as you can see, there's a ring to the left, which we're skipping right over. Oh, I should about this mission. Oh yes, you know how it said in the tutorial before the mission, explain the mission? Basically, when you're behind the aircraft, oh yeah, cut your throttle, and then, you know, dock, right? How the fuck are you supposed to catch up to the aircraft, right, if you cut your throttle? You know? That's my point, is there's no way you'll be able to catch up to it. So we can start flying to the towards it slightly, because we're actually getting ahead of it, it looks like. Let's see. Yeah, we're getting to a good meeting point, it looks like. So we're gonna keep going this way slightly. There we go. There we go. And there they are. So it's not a hard mission. It sounds harder than it actually is, you know? It's just one of those kind of things. It sounds really difficult, but it really isn't. So we're going to start slowing down. Basically, it's what's involved. You just go behind it, and then you just keep gradually going slowly forward, kind of thing, and just keep air braking, just to make sure you don't ram smack into it. And there's a lot of wind, actually. Like, wow. So I think we'll be good. We just need to keep this course. I need to make sure I cut my throttle just before we run into it. Okay. Just got to be very careful. It will kind of auto dock to a certain extent, so you don't need to be too like that. See? It just auto docks. So as you can see, I kind of just snap to it. So it is reasonably user friendly. That's what I think of the green now, actually. We might go with a kind of greeny blue, maybe, like a lilac. Is it lilac? Yeah, it's just like, yeah, prepare for us to just drop you like a rock. There we go. We are free. I actually really like this map because it's open. It feels more open worldy than all the other ones, because as you can see, all the other ones just kind of like fly down this trench, pretty much, and this one's kind of like, no, just fly across the ocean. So feels a lot more relaxing. And this game's beautiful because it has a very kind of has a very arcadey feel to it, and that's only a good thing with games like this. I could see myself playing this in an arcade, you know. Good fun. It's real good fun. I mean, technically, what I could have done with this game, thinking about it, is I could have just like used the memory card to save all the replays of every single mission. That way, I would just be like, oh, we'll just do a commentary over it. But That's kind of cheesy. I like trying to like think on my toes while flying an aircraft. Yeah, it's not a good game for if you get motion sickness, is it? I mean, really. I'm not sure if I like the way it like turns the screen to the side when you do repeating rolls. Having said that, doing it in first person is very disorientating. Ready? Watch this. Oh god. I'm not gonna get too cocky with that because we're not at home to Mr. Cocker. Now we're gonna come in for our landing. Here we go. Turn the vehicle. I like the way you don't have to be very careful with landings in this game. You can just kind of just dive straight towards the fucking landing pad. You don't really have to think too much about it. It might ruin some people's immersion, maybe. C. I'll take a C.